swear often, but this weather nearly made me swear earlier. My God. Right, let's kick off the show good and proper. First of all, thank you all for coming. Thank you. Are you aware of what the Big Rab Show is?
Yep.
Do you even know?
Yep.
You do? Oh, God. Right.
We've seen you here before.
Yeah, I've been here a few times now. But yeah, this week at Piping Live, we're going to be here twice. But you're here for the first one, and this is going to be quite a special show. Hi, Anna. Yeah. Anna's going to be kicking off for us here. But first of all, because this is a recorded episode of the podcast, we have to let our audience know, listening internationally, that there was a decent crowd here at Piping Live. So, whenever I do the intro to the pod, do you want to give us all a big cheer? Yeah! That was a good practice. Welcome to the Big Rab Show podcast at Piping Live! Yeah! We didn't practice that at all, did we? Yeah, we've got quite a special show lined up for you. And I'm sure you've seen the lineup by now. Have you all seen the lineup? Yeah. It's quite impressive. Now, we may as well start as we mean to go on. Welcome to the stage, Anna Smart. So you're going to play a couple of tunes for us, I believe, yeah. So what are you going to start things with?
So I'm going to start with a wee New Zealand set, a little homage to where I grew up. So if you are a Kiwi or you know any Maori language, you'll know the first song. So it's called Pokare Kariana. And it's a lovely story about a woman sailing home to her homeland, and I kind of thought it was quite fitting for me. And then I'm going to carry that on with a hornpipe called Major Benson, which was written by Ben Murray from Christchurch, and then I'll follow that on with a jig called Lewis Turtle's Jig. And if you don't know who Lewis Turtle is, get to know, because he was an amazing New Zealand piper.
Fantastic. So have you got any New Zealanders in the audience, actually? No? Oh, we do. There we go. So we have to hear you singing along at the start there. All right. All right. Go on ahead, Anna Smart. Thank you so much. That was amazing stuff. Now, as much as we're all sitting fanning ourselves, we're all roasted. I'm sure you're ready to drop, Anna.
You have no idea.
Yeah, but I've got a question for you just whenever you're catching your breath. Oh, good man, Craig. Yeah, you've played pipes in quite some exotic locations. Does anybody follow Anna on socials? Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people have followed your journey, like playing in Times Square and all these places. Where's, on all of the locations that you played, is there any one that really sticks in your memory?
Other than playing in a literal sauna right now. Yeah, definitely New York was absolutely amazing. Getting to play in Times Square was just a dream come true. And yeah, getting to play all over the world has just been so cool. I went to San Diego for a gig last month, and yeah, that was pretty cool. I'd never thought I would go there, and getting to go all over Canada and the US, Australia, New Zealand is pretty amazing.
Oh, so you're saying if you throw a set of pipes under your arm, you can go anywhere? Really? Yeah. So what does the future hold for yourself? Any future travels? Any other big gigs coming up?
Sure, yeah, so I'm off to Canada in 2 weeks. I was hoping I would maybe get a break after this week, but no, it's still straight into it. Yeah, and got a couple other gigs coming up, some exciting things happening under wraps I can't quite talk about at the moment.
Oh, you're not going to give us any spoilers, Anna. Oh.
But yeah, I mean, all these gigs that I go to and you know, like being a brand ambassador for Piping Live and for the Worlds and everything, this all just sort of fell into my lap. I didn't go out seeking all of this, and it's actually just been super amazing. And I think 2025 I always say each year has been the best year, but 2025 has definitely been the best year so far.
There you go. I got it. Deserves a round of applause, doesn't it? It certainly does, yeah. So, we're not going to let you go without having one more set, Anna. So, can you play us another set, do you think?
Yeah, I mean, if the pipes hold up, if you're a piper and you've been downstairs, it's actually freezing down there compared to here. So
Can we go downstairs then?
so you'll have to excuse the sound of my pipes right now. This is hotter than I was expecting, even though I have lived in New Zealand. But yeah, no, I'm going to play a couple of my own tunes. So the first one is a waltz called Albas, and that's for my little baby niece. And then I'll be carrying on with 3 jigs. The first jig is called Leith Walk, and then the second one is The Wharf. It's about when I was growing up in New Zealand, there was sort of a pier that all the school kids would jump off after school. Very different from a Scottish upbringing, but you used to have to time the tide quite right. And one time I didn't, and I cut my foot on a muscle once I jumped in. And the last one is called The Hourglass. I actually wrote this on Sunday, so I'm really hoping that it goes okay. It's been on pipes once, so we'll see. But yeah, we'll just test myself here.
Excellent. There you go. So before Anna strikes up again, I'd say if you're not following Anna on socials, please do. Do you want to plug your Insta and all that sort of stuff? Go on ahead.
Sure. It's just my name, Anna.smart, and you can find me on TikTok as well. I'm probably more active on there. If you type in Anna Smart Bagpipes, I'm sure there's no one else called Anna Smart who's playing the bagpipes. So.
Oh, brilliant. Well, everybody, let's get another set from Anna Smart. Thank you so much, Anna. We'll let you go and get cooled off now downstairs. Everybody, Anna Smart. That was fantastic. Right, well, you all said that you did know about the Big Rab Show podcast. So, how many of you have actually downloaded, well, this week's episode? It's actually published right now. Oh, you're listening to it right now, are you? All right. There you go, yeah. This week is our World Championship prediction podcast. And, yeah, you talk about how wrong we can get something. So I'll be asking you later what your own predictions are. So, yeah, think about who might be lifting the big game. But when you're doing so, we're going to welcome our next act on stage. Hi, Ross. Hi, Caitlin. How you doing? This is Ross and Caitlin, everybody. They're going to play a few tunes for us. Grand. So, Ross, do you want to tell me about the first set that you're going to play here, mate?
Sure, so we're going to play a set called Accidental Belterism, which is on my first album. The first tune is called The Whistler, and then there's a tune that I wrote called Chris Lee's Camper Bolanos, and that was a tune that I wrote for my good friend from Hong Kong, Chris Lee, and then we're going to finish with a tune called Accidental Belterism.
There you go. Right, well, welcome to the stage, Ross and Caitlin. Thank you, everyone. join you up there because I'm sure it's absolutely parboiling roasting. Yeah, yeah. So, Ross, you've been really quite busy. How did your gig go at the start of the week?
It was great, thanks. Yeah, it was really, really busy. There was lots of people there, and we had a great time putting it on for everybody. It was really fun.
Yeah, fair to be said, you're kind of similar to Anna. You've played in quite a number of exotic locations this last while. Can you tell us where have you been this past year?
Well, this past week I've been in Denmark, France, Ayr, and Glasgow.
What's Ayr like?
Lovely this time of year.
There you go. Well, the gigs plenty then, I'm sure, to come. Have you any more coming up in the near future?
Yeah, so we're playing at the Cowell Games with the Ross Miller Band on the Saturday. Are people going to be there? Yes. And then we're going to Belgium for the Alden Bison or Bison competition shots weekend. And then later in the year we've got a Ross Miller trio tour of England and Scotland and stuff as well. So we'll look out for posters, etc. about that in a few weeks' time when we're going to announce all that as well, which is exciting.
So a shameless plug, rossmillermusic.com. There you go. Yeah. Now, I'm sure a lot of people listening right now and watching the show right now, the burning question they want to know, Ross, is are we getting any more Christmas videos this year?
I don't know. I'll have to see. I'll have to see how that tour goes if I've got time. It takes a lot of work to do them because people expect things. I maybe set the bar too high during lockdown when I had loads of time, and now that I've not got quite as much time, it's a bit more difficult. But I'm sure I'll manage to squeeze one out. Although I'm getting quite far down the list of Christmas carols as well. So if anyone's got any suggestions of ones that I've not done, please let me know.
That's a good question. Anybody any suggestions for Christmas tunes on pipes? No, good luck with that, Ross. Yeah.
Maybe not the weather for it today, you know.
No, that's very true. It's not very Christmassy now, is it? Yeah. But you're going to close out now with the final set for us, are you? Yeah.
We are. Thanks so much for having us. We're going to play some reels because we've done jigs, now we're doing reels. The first tune is a tune I wrote called D Major Mackenzie, and then we're going to go into two tunes that we recorded together in lockdown, actually, didn't we? And we like to make it everybody think that we just did it in one take, but that was absolutely not the case. It took us like a week to get a take that we were happy with in the living room. The outtakes video was far too long. Actually, it was probably longer than the set of two tunes that we couldn't get through. It was ridiculous. But yeah, so we're going to play two reels, Ayla's Deer and Alex C. McGregor. But thanks for coming and all that.
Excellent. Well, yeah, thank you for coming. So, I'll let you get back on stage. Caitlin's going to say hi to you, by the way. I know we're chatting away to Ross. Say hi to Caitlin, everybody. Hi, Caitlin. So tell me this. What's it like playing along with Ross? Is it hard going, is it?
I suppose I should say it's a dream come true. No, it's very nice, very wholesome. Yeah, that, as you say though, Ross, that outtakes video, it brought out my bad sign, so yes. But no, it was lovely. Yeah, good fun.
I'll let you get back to it and we'll get the final set from you. Thanks very much. Welcome, Ross and Caitlin. Fantastic stuff. Thanks so much to Ross and Caitlin. Give them another round of applause there, folks. That was brilliant. That was smashing. Fantastic. Right, I'll let you go and cool off now, guys. Yeah. We're all very jealous. Don't worry, folks. I'm not going to take you much longer. I know it is insanely warm in here. But we were talking about World Championship predictions, and I'm not going to let you away with it. Now, I kind of threw myself under the bus, and I have my world's predictions on this week's podcast. So, anybody, any takers? I'm gonna start with grade 3A. Anybody want to shout a band in 3A? I've got D-side here, D-side Caledonia. Give me another one. 3A. No? Uddingston Strat. There you go. They got a shout for Uddingston. That's because you play with them. There you go. Any other shouts for 3A? Nah, I don't know. Out of all the grades, I think 3A was very difficult to pick, but possibly the worst to try and pick was grade 2. We've called grade 2 the ridiculous grade for a reason. Is there anybody going to attempt to predict Tullylagan for grade 2? Hey, go on the Lagan. All right, good man, Ross. Thank you, Caitlin. All right, all the best. Thank you. Any other shouts for grade 2? Uddingston. Yes, a lot of fans for Uddingston. Yeah. And I'll give you one more shout for grade 2. Any others in the mix?
Sky, maybe?
People are talking. No. Do you know what? Grade 2 is that ridiculous grade, and you could throw a dart at any one of those bands, and it will hit a winning band, in my opinion. All right, let's go to the big one then. Grade 1. Field Marshal straight away. Wow, I'm going to start a row now. Field Marshal over here too? Wow, there we go. There you go, thank you. Yeah, okay.
Inverary.
Any SFU? Thank you, yeah. Who we got?
Inverary.
Inverary? Yes. Right, we're going to start a full war here. Everyone's all shouting against each other. But this is the fun of it, and this is exactly what we do in our prediction podcast. You know, we by no means take it seriously. We have a bit of fun with it, and we just chuck some names at the wall. Yeah. Also, I have to say, for those of you who aren't familiar with our show, I'll do a bit of an introduction. We are The Big Rab Show. You can check out our website, thebigrabshow.com. Hi, how you going? And this might be a sneak preview as to our next act, by the way. Our audio listeners can't see it right now, but we can see it. It's all exciting. But yeah, has anybody checked out thebigrabshow.com, by the way? Because there's a big button at the top of it called Weekly Drawn. Does anybody like Weekly Drawn? You do? Some of the weekly drones that we get are very, I'll say blue. Unbroadcastable, but hilarious at the same time. So they do still get recorded, but just not broadcast. Yeah. Right. I'll let you guys take the stage here. I'm standing in the road. I think we got our prediction for you guys for the Worlds, actually. Someone in the back row likes a bit of SFU. There you go. Folks, it gives me great pleasure to introduce our next act, which whenever I made the phone call and made the booking, I couldn't believe it when they said yes. It was incredible. So please welcome to the stage the Simon Fraser University Pipe Band. you go. What about that for an introductory set? I know they call me Big Rob, lads, but come on. This is ticking the mic. Grant, so who am I standing next to? Like, introduce yourself.
Darren Forrest.
Darren, and yourself?
Zephyr Nickel.
And I am Wee Rob. Hi, nice to meet you. Can you tell us a bit about that set then? What did you just play there?
Well, it's Bob Cooper of Winnipeg, Bob Worrell too.
There you go. And played in a roasting hot sauna. I think this is the first time. Have you played pipes in a sauna before?
No, this is definitely it. First time.
Yeah, there you go. Now, whenever we said we brought the SFU pipe band, I was thinking, God, this venue's not too big. Where are we going to fit you all in? So I'm very glad you only sent a minivan. Thank you. But you guys obviously going to be warming up for quite a big weekend. Have you got any practices coming up, even tomorrow or in the lead up to the weekend?
Yeah, we'll be practicing tomorrow, probably down at the green.
See, okay. Do you want to give folk a time, or are you just going to leave that a surprise?
To be determined.
To be determined. All right, cool. Grant. Well, I have to say, again, a massive thank you for joining us. We always love to have pipe bands on the Big Rab Show, because that's what our show is about, our bread and butter. You guys enjoy that first set? Yeah, I think we should get another one. Have you got one more fun in there for us? Good stuff. We got one more. All right, so what are you going to play then, guys?
So this is the back half of one of our medleys, starting with a slow air called the Contender.
I like it. Oh, I can't wait for this. Folks, let's get another tune from the Simon Fraser University. Thank you. say at the start of the show that I don't swear often, but that nearly made me swear as well. What are you doing to me, folks? Oh, that was something else, wasn't it? Do you agree? That was amazing. Thank you so much. Well, I'm going to be really dead cheeky. The show's not supposed to finish for another 15 minutes. Can we keep you here for another 5 sets? Of course not. Well, I think we're going to wrap things up at this point, but I have to say to all the listeners at home, you've missed a heck of a show, and to everyone who's here, did you enjoy yourselves? Yeah! Oh, come on, did you enjoy yourselves? Yeah! Of course you did. It's roasting hot and the beer's flowing. Indeed. Do you think I can trouble you for one last one? Maybe we encore? Would that be cheeky?
Yeah.
Go on, can we get up to one when we...
Go for it.
They're conferring now.
Oh, yeah.
Right, that big Rab's only wee, I can throw him. There we go. Alright folks, so just as they're getting ready here, again, I just want to say a massive thank you to all of us who are wearing the purple t-shirts and look very, very warm. All of us in the Big Rab Show team. This whole episode has been recorded, so it will be released live later. The whole thing is being filmed as well. If you want to give the cameras a wave, we've got plenty of cameras. Hello, cameras. There you go. Yeah, so this will be up on YouTube and Patreon, all that stuff as well. So I think we're just about ready for our final set. We all set to go, folk? Yeah? All right, so to close things out, everybody give a massive round of applause for the Simon Fraser University. Up the show. Give them another round of applause. The Simon Fraser University. There we are. So all that's left is for me to say a massive thank you for coming, putting up with this crazy heat. Go and get yourself a pint at the bar now and cool off. Thank you so much. Thank you.